Peace. Good morning, family. How you doing? It's Mr. R2 here at Consistency is Currency. And it is Monday. Today is January the 10th. Yeah. Today is January the 10th. Um, yeah, very full week. Full week, especially for those that have a lot of things going on, especially for the MLK weekend that's coming up. So for all my event planners and everyone who has a lot of powerful things they got going on and coming up, I appreciate you. Again, we always like to start with gratitude. So I appreciate you for waking up, being able to be on this side of the earth, to be on this side of the dirt, to be on this side of life. You've made it because there was someone who didn't make it through the weekend to see a Monday like you have the ability to see. So, what are you going to do today that is going to set the tone for the rest of your week? What are you going to do on this side of life that is going to set the tone for the rest of your life? And what are you doing right now that's going to set you up for success for the rest of what you got going on? All right, so this is Consistency is Currency, the morning podcast, 7:30 on the, I was going to say FM dial, but we're not on the FM, we're on the digital side. So 7:30 in the morning, every weekday morning, we're going to hit you with a lot of good stuff to make you think. We'll hit you with a lot of good jewels. We'll hit you with a lot of good information to put you in a much more higher mindset and higher state in order for you to produce and be productive. So good morning to you, grand rising to you, whatever you want to say, just say it back. All right. Appreciate you. All right, we're going to get into it. First, let me do my shout outs. Who's here? All right, Miss Lambert. Good morning. How you doing? Miss Salinas. Good morning. How you doing? Those that are listening from the podcast perspective, I'm gonna shout out your countries because some of y'all out there, y'all be listening from far and away. So I'm just gonna shout out to those countries. Let's talk about it. All right, I'm gonna shout out Italy, appreciate you. Over 18% of the listeners coming from Italy. So Italy, Nigeria, Canada, India, Germany, South Africa, Australia, Morocco, Mexico, New Zealand, Ireland, Turkey, Netherlands, Pakistan. That's a new country. I appreciate you for listening from the podcast perspective. And today is going to be good. Today is going to be good. It's going to be a great day. The day is only as good, as great as you make it, and we are going to be talking about mental capacity. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Mental capacity. Oh, Miss Marita B, how you doing, ma'am? How you doing? So let's get into the mental capacity. A lot of times people want to blame it on everybody else. All right, I see you, Miss Macy. People want to blame it on everybody else instead of looking at the origin of their thoughts, instead of looking at the origin of their action. Let's begin to have that inward approach and have and develop that inward point of view. Not inward, but inner point of view. I'll say that with the inner point of view. Some of y'all be acting like N words. But anyway, the inward point of view. All right. So, of course, we always go into the definition. We go back, look at the origin, and then we take it back. We forward to where we are right now to the present. So, a mental capacity, the first definition we're going to look at it is sufficient understanding and memory to comprehend in a general way the situation in which one finds oneself. All right. So, again, you see what I have highlighted is a sufficient understanding and memory to comprehend, meaning what type of understanding are you creating for yourself and the memory to comprehend? Because what are you doing right now today on Monday that is going to prepare you for the rest of your week? What did you not let go on the weekend that you only had enough sufficient understanding and memory to comprehend that is going to take you or propel you into what is going to become you for the rest of the week? All right, the second definition, I like this one just a little bit better. The second definition of mental capacity is being able to make and communicate your own decisions. And the reason why I have communicate your own decisions because I want you to take the personal approach. Communicate your own decisions. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing when you have the ability to communicate your own decisions. You have the ability to communicate or to demand your success, or to demand your energy, or to demand your frequency to operate at a much more higher tempo in order for you to have a much greater outcome, in order for your seeds to produce the most ultimate harvest. And being able to make that, make it happen. Because actually, the first commandment was really be fruitful and multiply. Be fruitful in your thoughts and multiply your actions. And then the harvest will be definitely that much more bountiful, because you were able to produce and able to communicate your own decisions. All right, number one, some of y'all gonna need to write these down. All right, number one, ensure that you create and schedule ensure that you create a schedule and a list. What are you doing right now on your Monday? Have you created your schedule and list? But not just a schedule and list, but ensure that it serves your higher interests and values. A lot of times people want to make a to-do list, but that to-do list doesn't even fit in line with their own higher interests or their values. So have you ever made a list and you didn't get a lot of those things done because you looked at it like, man, I don't, this is not even what I want to do. But you made this list. But because that list that you've created didn't serve your higher interests or values, you didn't get those things done. So when you're writing those things down, when you're creating this schedule and you're creating this list, ensure that that list is serving your higher interests and values, and the what is important, the things that are important that you need to attend to, that will set you up for success for the rest of the week. Now, again, this is a list that you create that is in line with your higher interest and value. Because that thing, again, yes, it will definitely set you up for the rest of the week. Now, after you get finished creating that list, I want you to begin to orientate yourself. Have you ever made a list, but you didn't orientate yourself based off of the list that you've created for yourself? Now, I want you to go back and look at it from a different perspective. Yes, make that list and that schedule that fits in the higher values and interests, but then after you have that list, begin to orientate yourself properly. Look at the list and see where you want to go. Aim to answer the previous question. So I'm gonna ask you that previous question again. What are the most important things that you need to attend to that will set you up for success for the rest of the week? Again, that's your question. What's the most important thing that you need to attend to that will set you up for success for the rest of the week? Answer that question. Aim to answer that question. Then you will begin to orientate yourself properly, because your mind may present some things that you may have been avoiding. Your mind is going to present things that you probably have been avoiding. So when you answer that question, what are the things that I want to attend to for this week? You're going to have to answer it properly. You're going to have to orientate yourself properly. You're going to have to not or no longer avoid those things, because you're looking at it from a realistic point of view. Because remember, the list that you're creating is something that is in line with your higher views, higher values, or interests. And once you get finished doing that, now this came, I don't know where this came from. This came out of my head, but it was true in this list, and you create your Monday, you're gonna need to develop a better or for worse attitude. Create that better or for worse attitude. Adopt an integrated, adopted and valuable plan and implement it. You're gonna have to be married to the plan. Some of y'all been married to people and you can't even be married to your own plan. That's wild, right? Are you committed and married to the things that you know you need to do? Are you putting yourself in a position that this is being made for the long haul? This has been made for better or for worse. I am going to get this done. I am going to implement these valuable plans, and it's going to happen for better or for worse. Develop that attitude with your goals, develop that attitude with your visions, develop that attitude with the things that you know that you need to get done. And I guarantee you, you will begin to succeed at a much more faster rate when you look at it that way. All right, number 4, after develop that better or for worse attitude, then I want you to train yourself and practice the implementation. Because it's going to take work. This is not something that is just going to happen uh and you're just going to say it but not get it done. So on your Monday, what are you doing right now that you can train yourself to set those goals and to practice and implement that is going to prepare you for the rest of the week based off of those goals and visions that you have written down? Again, it's not just a to-do list, but is a list that is in line with your higher interest and values. And the things that you do or don't do are equally important, because the things that you don't do, it could affect you even greater than the things that you did do. So those things are equally important, but just make sure that you pay attention to those things. Train yourself and practice the implementation. All right, the last thing I want you to pay attention to is just to strive to make things better, because every week has a Monday, so make it count. Every week has a Monday. You're not going to get away from it. You're not, unless you just God forbid you don't make it to see Monday. So every week has a Monday, but what are you striving to do today that is going to make your Tuesday work in your favor? What are you doing today that's going to make your Wednesday work in your favor? What are you committed to today that is going to allow Thursday to be in your favor? So, but you're going to have to look at the plan and practice the plan and the implementation of the plan itself. So strive to make things better, because every week has a Monday, and you're going to have to ensure that you make it count. Make sure that you make it count. Now, every Monday you have the ability to set the tone. Every Monday you have the ability to set the pace. Look at your tone and look at your pace, and that muscle memory is going to allow you to continue to do it over and over again. But you're going to have to begin to practice the implementation of your plans, and I guarantee you'll be that much more productive than you were when you had no plan at all. All right, you guys be blessed. And right here at Consistency is Currency, we're going to make sure that you are being consistent in your thoughts and consistent in your actions. Y'all be blessed. Peace.